What's up, everybody? This is Francis over here from Playeressence.com, and I'm going to give you guys my gut reactions and my impressions of today's Nintendo Direct. And basically, with one word, impressive. It was just very impressive. I really enjoyed a lot of the stuff that they talked about. First, I want to start off talking about the Hyrule Warriors, the new Zelda Cross Dynasty Warriors game that's coming out. All I got to say is, from a business side of view, absolutely genius. Dynasty Warriors is one of the biggest franchises in Japan. It sells a lot of units. It has some traction over here in the US, but it's even going to be more popular now that Zelda's, it's going to have a crossover with Zelda. So from a business perspective, very smart move by Nintendo hooking up with Tecmo Koei for this one. As far as my personal taste, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really cool, just because I like the way that they designed it. It looks like it's going to be more than just a hack and slash. You have, of course, different weapons that they showed. So you're not only going to be using the Master Sword, you're also going to be, using the fire. They have like a fire rod or something that you can use too. Another really cool thing about this is that they actually have boss fights in there. So you're going to be able to do, different things with those boss fights. And hopefully there's like online play. Hopefully they have multiple different characters. Like if you can use Sheik, or if you can use different characters in the Zelda universe, or even crossover characters from Dynasty Warriors, that's going to be really awesome. Add in some online play. That could be really fun. I'm definitely going to get it. It's coming out 2014. So my initial impressions of that is great. There's a lot of enemies on screen, and it still looks pretty good. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. The next thing that I want to talk about is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I thought that it looks so slick, and Nintendo confirmed to Game Explain's Andre Segers that the game is running in 1080p. So hopefully it's native 1080p. That's going to look really good if you have like a big television. I have a 50-inch television LED, so can't wait for that. 60 frames per second. The game just looks slick, and being able to add in multiple different characters, like you have Cranky Kong and you have Dixie Kong and you have Diddy. So I mean, it really just helps the dynamic of play, and it just looks like a ton of fun. Donkey Kong Country Returns was good. My only complaint really was the input method, which was the controllers. I mean, I didn't really like using the Wiimote and Nunchuck. Didn't like using the Wiimote by itself. But now with this game, Tropical Freeze, you actually have the Wii U gamepad. You can use the Wii U Pro controller. They have better options for the kind of the core gamers, and that's exactly what I wanted from Donkey Kong Country Returns, and this is what we're getting, plus all the different elements that they're adding into it. Just looks amazing, and of course it looks like they've made the levels more dynamic. They have the 3D cameras. David Wise is back for the music, so that's really going to make a difference, for like the overall tone and mood of the game when you're listening to the tracks and you're playing. So really excited for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. That's coming out February. Another thing that I want to talk about is Bravely Default. Absolutely phenomenal. This proves that Square Enix still has it. With the 3DS is already going really strong right now. But you add in Bravely Default, and you add in the unique side story quest like demo that's going to be available for North America, where you can transfer over unique items and street passes and stuff to the main story. That's phenomenal. That's a great 1-2 punch for February. You have Bravery Default early, then you have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze late. Nintendo is not messing around in 2014. They are going to make sure they have content across both of their systems. So very good there. The next thing that I want to talk about is just kind of lumping in all of the other announcements, like the Sonic Lost World DLC, Chibi Robo game. You had Yoshi's New Island. You had all of that stuff lumped in there. Very good. Kirby game. All that stuff is good because it just continues to push the 3DS, telling everybody that they need one, which is great content, game after game after game. I have never seen so much support, first-party support for one system in my life than the 3DS. Nintendo is pumping out games, and not just crap. They're pumping out quality games all over the place for the Nintendo 3DS. So I was really, really excited for that. And that's going to really help in Japan and across the United States of keeping the 3DS the top-selling dedicated gaming device, which it is right now across the world, and it's going to continue because Nintendo's continuing to have great software. So I was really excited for all of that software. Now the Sonic Lost World free DLC was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I actually downloaded that right now, and I actually got a chance to play that, and it was really good. I think that they did a good job with making it free. I don't like there's a lot of DLC that's paid, that you have to pay for it, and the fact that it's free is really cool. I think them adding in another level later, that's also going to increase the sales of the game. People are going to go and be like, hey, I can get this DLC for free, so that's also really cool as well. The next thing I also wanted to discuss was the two different things, was the Mario Kart 8 and Smash Bros. Now, Mario Kart 8, if anybody was saying that Nintendo, the Wii U is not capable and the Wii U cannot produce next generation graphics, they are just, you're kidding yourself. You're absolutely kidding yourself. The Wii U can do plenty, and I think that Mario Kart 8 shows if you actually develop and use the EDRAM and use the system the way it's supposed to be used, you can get a lot of that of the system, because that game just absolutely looks phenomenal. Mario Kart 8 looks amazing. I love what they did with the tracks. I love how they brought back in the bikes from Mario Kart Wii. I really like what they're doing with it. The level design just absolutely looks insane. There's going to be extensive Miiverse support in there. There's going to be all sorts of things you can do. Online play is going to be rocking. I mean, I cannot wait to get my hands on that game spring 2014. And then to kind of finish off my thoughts, and like I said, I'm going to actually do more on this on my Playeressence Cross Nintendo, but I just wanted to give you guys my initial impressions. That reveal with Smash Bros. And with the Luma and Rosalina was fantastic as well. Very good. I really like what they did with her, because she actually looks like she's a very capable fighter, and it looks really cool as well. So overall, I thought the show was fantastic. Nintendo just basically told the VGX to shove it and just use them, like, and I don't blame them for doing that, because this Nintendo Direct was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm going to talk more about this on Playeressence Cross Nintendo. I'm going to have a big one where I kind of go over every little thing and all the details and stuff that I missed in here. But I was very excited, very happy, and looking forward to 2014 a lot. So I'll have links to all of the stuff that I talked about in the description below, so you can check out all of the different articles on there. And also make sure you visit our partner channels as well. They're going to have plenty of stuff. I'm going to be up with Braden Cole this weekend. We're going to have a live stream that he's doing, so we'll give you more details as we go with that too. And so that basically wraps it up. Like I said, make sure you check out the description. Check out Playeressence.com all week for all your news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks. I'm Francis. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.